Hi, I'm here in Gibsonia, Pennsylvania to talk to our next torch winner, Nadene Henderson. Nadene has spent the last 30 years as a genetic counselor and research coordinator at the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center and Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh, and has never stopped advocating for her patients and greater LSD community. In addition to her work in the clinical setting, she has developed resources to increase LSD awareness and worked on behalf of patients and their families. Nadene, thank you so much for inviting us into your home. Could you tell us about your work as a genetic counselor at the University of Pittsburgh?
The traditional sense of a genetic counselor is that you're there to help translate information between the physician and the patient. Complex questions like how are things passed on in families? What is this disease? What does it mean for me? What are the risks for me or my children? What is autosomal recessive inheritance? Those types of things in the traditional sense of a genetic counselor are what tasks that we do, but it really is so much more. So just, in the clinic with a patient is just one small part of it, but outside of that, there are so many things, working with insurance companies, advocating to get treatments paid for by insurance, advocating for financial resources and support for the family, training genetic counseling students, future genetic counseling students, setting up patient meetings, giving lectures or presentations nationally or internationally, just education. I mean, my goal is always to get everybody excited about lysosomal storage diseases and want to be in that field from here on out.
How has your role as a genetic counselor changed over the past 30 years? And how has the rare disease community evolved and changed over the past 30 years? What's been good and what are the challenges that remain?
When I started as a genetic counselor 30 years ago, really there was only one treatment approved by the FDA for a lysosomal storage disease. And since that time, there's been many approved. I mean, that disease, Gaucher disease, really set the precedence for other diseases. There was really only one company or one industry partner that we worked with, and over the years, many, many more have come into the field, and so that's been exciting, but also a learning process too, to learn how to navigate that as a healthcare professional. Not every lysosomal storage disease has a treatment, many do, but there are certainly ones that come across our steps that there is no treatment that can be offered. The challenge is to continue to stay positive and supportive for the families, even through difficult times.
Newborn screening has had an impact in the rare disease community, and you have been so active in Pennsylvania and across the country. Can you tell us about your advocacy and the impact newborn screening has had on the rare disease community?
The newborn screening has definitely been challenging for some of the lysosomal storage diseases because you're not only picking up the most severe type of disease, but now we're also picking up late onset or people who may not have shown symptoms until much later in life. Being on that journey with the parents and the children has been really rewarding. So it's a difficult conversation to have, for sure.
Nadene, when I called you and I told you you were a 2024 Torch Award winner, how did that feel?
I feel like 30 years I've been working in the same field and just quietly doing what I needed to do, kind of thing. It means a lot to me because it's been a lot of work, and I appreciate the nomination and I appreciate the award for sure.
And how did your family react to winning a Torch Award?
So when I got off the phone with you, I texted my husband in all capitals. that I had won this award, and he was so happy for me, like so excited. He was pretty emotional, actually. Maybe more so than me at that moment. I was happy, but he was like just emotional about it. My kids were really excited about it. My sisters were super excited about it.
What was that spark in your life that says, I want to be a genetic counselor? That's my life's work.
Was doing a Bachelor of Science with a major in genetics and a minor in psychology. Literally still didn't know about genetic counseling. But in my last year of school there, somebody I knew said, I'm going to do my master's in genetic counseling. And I said, what is that? That sounds perfect. And so I volunteered at the genetics clinic in Edmonton, Canada, and really loved everything about it. I loved the long-term relationships with people. I have patients that I still know to this day that I've known since the beginning of my career. And having that long-term relationship is so important to me. Every single patient that I've interacted with has taught me things along my way. That saying, I don't remember the words exactly, but to find something that you love to do and you never feel like you're working, it's truly how I feel. Like right from the start, I knew genetic counseling and I knew lysosomal storage diseases was perfect for me. This may be the hardest question that I'm going to ask you. NHL hockey, we've been talking about it all morning. Calgary or Pittsburgh? Oh my goodness. Oh, I feel like I would have to go with the Penguins now.
Nadene, thank you so much for inviting us into your home. Congratulations on winning a 2024 Torch Award. The work that you do has clearly changed the world and impacted so many people, you know, across the United States and in Canada. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's incredible to think about the impact Nadene has had during her career and really in her life in the rare disease community. So many patients and caregivers have been touched by the work Nadene has done, and more importantly, how she's done this work with passion, care, and humanity.